This is Gina Wong, and I met her during one of the conferences about building real estate wealth. And she is a cash flow strategist.
Yes.
I know that's a heavy word, cash flow strategist. What does cash flow strategist mean? Like, what do they do?
So a lot of the things that I educate and my agency also educates is about money, because a lot of the times people don't know the money game. They don't know the rules, but they play, but they don't know the rules.
I agree.
And unless we're taught, then we don't know. How do you win the money game? Or Monopoly.
Yeah.
If you didn't know the rules and nobody taught you. Well, and it's not only about managing money, but learning the strategies on where to put money. Because there's a way to, number one, build wealth, but there's a lot of people that are trying to eliminate debt and build wealth at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
But
debt,
they don't know how to do it.
And then there's a good debt and a bad debt.
There's good debt, like real estate, right? This is why you're in this business, this industry. It's good debt.
That's good debt.
College loans, good debt. Bad debt, credit cards, but that's still debt, which is you can still use it in a way, right? And you're trying to build your credit score. You have to have consumer debt at the same time. So we teach those two things. And there's strategies out there that can help you do both at the same time. So eliminate debt, build wealth, tax-free.
Very important.
And risk-free.
So when she was talking to the other person in the conference and she said build wealth tax-free, and I was eating my enchilada and I was like, okay.
What do you mean tax-free? Everybody... Okay, let me ask you this. If I asked you, do you feel like you pay too much in taxes?
Oh, yes. Any day, every day, all night, day and night, I think about that.
You pay taxes when you are buying something. You pay taxes when you sell a real estate, capital gains
for sure.
tax. They tax you when you get paid. They tax you for every little thing. They tax you when you die. Estate taxes.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. True.
So, yes, we all pay too much in taxes.
So, Gina, you're a cash flow strategist.
Yes.
Now, I need a personal strategy advice from you.
Okay.
I want to buy a home. And I have 100K in my account. How do I go about it? Like, what is the best way to use that 100K to buy a home?
Okay. So traditionally, what people do is, let's say they have 100K. And they take out money from their bank account to put a down payment of a house.
Right.
So they take from their own money. And let's say they took out, I don't know, how much would you say down payment for?
Let's say the down payment and closing cost was around $80,000.
Okay.
It's a $1 million house and I need to put down $80,000 of my own money.
Okay, perfect. So let's say you have 100K in your traditional bank account. You take out 80. How much do you have left in your bank account? 20.
Yeah.
That's it. Right?
Yeah.
Versus if you funnel that 100K into a life insurance policy, you wait 30 days, right? And this is if you have a policy in force. So depending on which carrier, and it has to be a structured, like a properly structured life insurance policy.
Got it.
Okay. So if you funnel that 100K into the policy, wait 30 days, borrow 80K. You can withdraw just like the bank, but when you withdraw, you have to pay taxes on the capital gains.
Oh,
okay.
Of course.
But if you take a loan from the policy, the 80K, and put a down payment on the house, you literally just used OPM.
Is
not OPM. Not opium.
OPIUM?
No, not opium. OPM. It stands for...
Thank you for clarifying.
I'm not here funneling drugs, okay, guys? OPM. Other people's money.
Ooh,
you just use other people's money to put a down payment of a house?
And your money, like which is 100K, is with the insurance earning 6%.
Yeah.
And then you're borrowing from that insurance at 4%.
Yeah, so you're literally just using the insurance company's money to pay for that down payment.
And then, so the 2%, which is the spread, you're earning 2% on the money that you don't have.
Exactly,
then,
that you already used.
And then while you're doing all this, you also have a life insurance policy.
You still have a life insurance policy.
Which is growing.
Yes.
Like the The benefit of it is growing.
Exactly. So a whole life, structured whole life policy.
That sounds great.
Right? You get 4.5%, 5% depending on which carrier, and then it can go up to 6.5% depending on how the year is performing.
Okay.
Right? So you can get in between that 4.5 to the 6.5%.
Oh,
But
it
even
changes.
when-
It changes. It's not like a fixed rate.
Yeah, it's not a fixed rate. So the fixed is, let's say, 4.5 or 5%. That's the fixed.
Okay.
But you can, let's say the year goes by and then the insurance company makes a lot of money, then they actually put more fixed paid up additions.
Got it.
So you're actually growing even when you borrow the 80K, your money in your cash value is still at 100K growing.
That is a smart way to buy a house.
And you're literally never using your own money. So people, the wealthy people,
Yeah.
they understand the strategy,
Okay.
and that's the strategy they use to buy more property. So you can buy an investment here, an investment here, another one, another state,
Yeah.
right? But never using your own money.
Because then you are doing it tax free because you're using opium.
OPM, not opium, OPM.
So Gina, you said if somebody has bad debt, you help them, like, or your company or agency helps them build wealth while eliminating debt.
Yes.
Yes. And what if somebody only has good debt and money? I mean, they have money, they don't have wealth, right?
Yeah. So how do I help them?
So can you help people who don't have bad debt? Like, I don't have bad debt. I'm smart. I only have good debt, 2%. So, and I have money. I don't have wealth. So can you help me?
Yes.
Right.
So the strategies that we teach is not only just bad debt, because we're not a debt consolidation. That's very, very different.
Got it.
But really what we're trying to do is how do we move money? How do we move the inefficiencies of money?
Okay.
So let's say, for example, if someone has equity in their home.
Got it.
And a lot of the times, and that's good debt, right? But at the same time, people leave their equity in their home just sitting there.
Okay.
Right? So let's say you have a $1.2 million house and you have about 600K left to pay. You have 600K of equity sitting in the bank doing nothing. It's not growing for you. The only time your equity grows is when your home value goes up.
Right.
But it's not growing. But the bank at the same time is using your money, your equity, to loan it out to 10 other people.
For sure. Yeah.
So the banks, and this is not a secret, you guys. Well, hopefully you know this now after I tell you this, but the banks are making money off of your money.
So we pay interest to them, and you're saying they're making interest, of course, because that is what we know. But you're saying they are they're benefiting a lot more than that.
Yes.
It's beyond the interest that we are paying.
Exactly. So they might say, hey, this guy needs a car loan for 9%. This person has a credit card of 25%. This person needs a home, and right now it's at, what's the current interest rate for homes? 6.5%. So they're making money off of your money, right? But they're not sharing the profits with you.
Can we do that for ourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
So what we do is we just strategize. We find out where someone is at in their current situation. So if they don't have any bad debt, no problem. We can actually strategize to move inefficiencies of money. What if we were to suck out 100,000 of HELOC, put it into a banking policy? Because at the end of the day, it's strategize, right? Put money where it works for you. So instead of leaving 100K of your equity in your home, move it into a policy, a life insurance policy. Yes, I know I said life insurance. Some people kind of
I know, like insurance. I don't need life insurance. Why will I need life insurance?
And
but you're saying it's not about the life insurance.
It's not about the life insurance.
It's just a vehicle.
It's a vehicle to put your money in, and it depends on what strategy you want. If you want it for banking, where you can, it's liquid, which is why people like banks.
Right.
It's liquid.
Because it's liquid. Yeah.
It's liquid, but they don't like bank interest of what they're earning in the savings account because it's getting 0.01% return. If you put it into a life insurance policy, you grow at, let's say, 4.5% or 5%, all the way up to 6.5%.
Okay.
And it's liquid. And when you borrow from your policy, it's tax-free.
Okay.
So let's say you have 100K in your policy, and you want to borrow $50,000. The insurance company says, hey, you know what? You have 100K. You want to borrow 50K? I know you're good for it because I can see it in your account.
Yeah.
you know, Sana, don't use your 50K.
Okay.
We'll loan you our 50K.
Okay.
So we'll charge you 4%. Let's say your 50K actually stays there,
Right.
growing compound interest.
Okay.
And now you're earning the spread. So let's say that year you earn 6.5%.
Okay.
You pay the insurance company 4% for the $50,000 you borrowed. So
Okay.
you're gaining between 6.5 and 4%.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm understanding is that if I have 100K and I give it to you, or to your company, not to you.
Don't give it to me. I will not take your money.
Don't give it to Gina. Okay. So, and then I take back 50K from the company, not from you. Okay. So even if I take back the 50K and my money is actually,
there.
you know, I'm actually effectively it's 50K with you, not 100K, but I will still make money, or I'll still make interest on the 100K that
Yes.
I initially put.
Yes.
And that percentage that I'm making, whether it is 4, 6, or 2, is tax free.
And because life insurance is tax free because you're using after tax dollars to put it in.
Yeah.
And when you take a loan out, because you always want to take a loan from policy because you don't pay taxes on it.
Got
If
it.
you withdraw from your life insurance policy, then you have to pay taxes on the capital gains.
Got it.
So you're
Okay.
trying to keep this tax free because you don't want to pay more taxes, right? And a lot of people, they ask, well, if I take a loan, don't I have to pay it back just like the bank? I'm like, no. If you didn't say, I'm specifically putting a 50K back into my policy, if you never said that, you literally have a life insurance policy that you're leveraging. So they're using it as collateral. So let's say, for example, if you never paid that $50,000 back specifically for that loan, when you pass away, because all of us are going to die at some point, okay, when you pass away, let's say your death benefit grew to $2 million, right? They'll say, hey, before we give your $2 million to your beneficiaries, we're going to take that 50K plus the 4% that we charged, and the rest of it goes to your beneficiaries. And there's generational wealth because now you're passing on wealth to your beneficiaries.
Got it. Gina,
Yes.
so there is this, you know, Apple account. Apple has rolled out this account where you can make 4%, and that is amazing. So the news came out, and our money was with Apple that day in the evening.
Hubby.
So okay, so now you need to, so what should I tell my husband, that why insurance or whatever, like the strategy you're saying,
Yeah.
is how is it better than Apple? I need to tell
Well,
him.
So they're both different, right? Because Apple, it's instant, right?
Yeah.
And you get 4%, 4.5%.
That is so much more
Yes, than the banks.
banks.
So thank you, Apple, for being smart and really getting to what people
Yeah,
need, because they don't want little change, they want big change.
Yes.
The thing is, and it's great that your husband did that, because you know, diversify where you put your money, right?
Yeah.
Because Apple, very convenient. I love my Apple products.
Yeah.
You want money, you get money. You want to pay someone, you pay someone, just
Yeah,
like that.
Just like that.
It's convenient.
Yeah.
At the same time, don't put all, like, let's say, for example, someone has 100K, don't put all of it into your Apple account, because let's say you have that 100K and you took out 50K.
Okay.
You only have 50K growing in your Apple account off the
Yes.
4.5%.
Yeah.
Versus if you have 100K in your life insurance cash value policy, you took a loan of 50K. Your money never leaves your cash value because it's growing off the 100K. And you don't have to pay taxes on the capital gains because you're never withdrawing it. You're just taking a loan.
So okay, so you're saying that if I put money in Apple, which I should because it's 4% and it's better than all
A
the
bank.
other options
Yeah.
that are there, the 4% that I'm making on 100K, that will be liable to tax,
They talk capital gains
capital
tax.
gains tax.
Yeah.
And
The government wants their money somehow.
and if I put if I put that money with the life insurance, then yes, I'll have to buy some portion of the life
Yes.
insurance. I will have to do that.
Yeah.
But then the money or the interest that I'll be earning, that will be tax free.
Tax free because
Tax-free.
when you take out, you're not withdrawing. You're only taking a
also
loan.
I can take a loan and still make the
Money.
spread, the difference
Yep.
between it, and whatever I'm making, whether it's the spread or the actual 4 or 6%, whatever that amount is, that is tax free.
That's tax-free.
That Apple is not giving.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's just all about and if someone has money, I never say, hey, let's wipe out your whole entire savings and put into life insurance. No. If a life insurance says that, do not do business with them.
Got it.
Because again, we look at the whole picture. What do you currently have? Let's keep some here just in case a rainy day happens and you need something instant. Because Apple will probably be very instant. Life insurance, it's not like you go to an ATM machine and you say, oh, I want 50K. You know, you can't even do that at the bank, okay? Just an FYI. But for life insurance, when you want to request 50K, you put it in the system. And you don't even have to file an application for it because it's your money.
Right.
So you put in a request, and then 5 business days later, that 50K is in your account.
Okay.
So
it's not quick as Apple.
it's not quick.
But then it's 5 business days, and there are those other benefits we talked about.
Exactly. Tax-free, risk-free.
Gina,
Yes.
are you ready for the samosas?
I am ready for the samosas.
Jump in. I want to see
Okay.
your expressions.
Mine? Okay. Are
I-
these both the same?
These were the same from the same
This
shop.
girl gave me 2.
Because
She's so sweet. I'm not going to block my blessings.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
should not. You
Okay.
should not. No.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to try it without the sauce because I want to see
The spice levels.
taste. Is this one spicy? Like inside too?
Of course. Everything Indian is a bit spicy.
So good. Okay.
So, she's okay. She's okay.
This is so good.
She's okay. I was like, she must.
Oh my goodness. It's like, do I need the sriracha? Because like the taste is so
it's
delicious.
balanced, yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is delicious. This is such a treat. Thank you so much. Okay, tell me about the place name in Fremont. And this is your go-to place?
Yeah. So it's my go-to place. There's this dhaba. Do you know what a dhaba is? Okay. So like you have McDonald's and what do you call that?
Jack in the Box and
Jack in
Burger
the
King.
Box,
Okay.
like Applebee's here in US. You get these, not so expensive food by the roadside when you go on trips. In India, we call them dhaba. So you get not so expensive, ready to eat quick food on the go from these dhabas.
So are
there
these
is
like
a dhaba in Vermont. It's called Satwik Dhaba.
Satvitaba?
Yeah, Satwik.
Satwik.
It's
Okay.
vegetarian.
Oh,
And then they just give one samosa for $1.
this is delicious.
But then, if you get samosas for somebody, like if you're at home and you're invited, so samosas has to have chai with it.
Oh, it has to have chai.
It has to have chai.
Is that like an ingredient in the samosa?
No,
or
it's a drink that like you have to have a burger with a soft drink. Like they go together.
This is
So samosa should be had with chai, not chai tea latte, chai.
chai.
To be specific, cutting chai.
Cutting chai. Cutting
Yeah, cutting
chai.
like you cut.
Oh, cutting chai.
Cutting
okay.
chai.
This is so good. So are all samosas vegetarian or you choose? Okay. This is delicious.
It's good.
You have to go this place.
So have you had empanadas? This is just Indian empanadas. Wow. Better.
Because usually empanadas aren't spicy. And I know you guys
food is spicy.
usually use a lot of
We
spices.
love flavors.
Oh girl, like my neighbor across the street, when she cooks, I know when she's cooking, and I text her.
Sorry, non-Indian people. Sorry, non-Indian people who live close to Indian people. We make curries, and the curries they smell amazing,
And they taste really good.
and they smell amazing. I mean, we can't call you every time at our home, but then we cook amazing curries.
And it's funny because when she cooks, I smell it, I'm like, Deepa, if you need a food taster, I'm available.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know, but you know what happened one time? I used to rent a house in San Francisco a long time ago. And when I left the house, when we vacated the house, we cleaned it and everything. So the owner said, I'm going to deduct $500 from your security deposit
Because it
the
smells like curry or spices.
Yeah, she said that because the curtains have curry smell.
Mm.
And then I told her I just changed the curtains. I did not use your curtains while I was here.
Oh my goodness. So did you box up her curtains?
Yeah. So when we came in, I didn't like her curtains, so I put mine.
Did you vacuum seal the curtains so the
They
spices
were
didn't...
they were on a separate floor. They were in the laundry room. So what I'm trying to say is some people just try to like use this curry excuse.
Yeah.
Because we are so notorious for our curries.
Wait, so when you sell a home that was previously owned by Indian or Indian, does that usually like bother the potential clients, or how do you kind of
Sometimes
navigate?
people who have sensitive nose, they can smell the curry. I don't know, from the walls. See, for Indians, it is in our blood, so we can't smell it, right?
Yeah, you're like, what smell?
Yeah, like this is the smell is just like.
Well, and you're immune to the smell, right?
That's true, and I mean, if when I go to show a home and if somebody tells me that there is curry smell in it, I would not get to know. But I would definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
I would not get to know. But then yes, that is a thing that happens sometimes. And then there are ways to negate it, like to go away with it. I mean, to let it go. It's not expensive, but then
I heard a
that's
tip.
a thing.
Or actually, I saw this in the IG reel. It was like this person was about to paint their room, and they put like a few drops of essential oils.
Yeah.
This is so good, Sana. Thank you for sharing.
I'm happy you liked
I literally
it.
starved myself just so I can eat this today.